It's Shah from Ida Jane. Look, thank you for joining me today. I have a journal to share with you. This is a swap journal. The lovely Kathleen Sundby and I decided to do a swap a little while ago now. We'd done one previously, but this time Kathleen actually requested that we do a Boho Gypsy journal. It's been a lot of fun to do because this is what I've made for her. It's I guess you can say it's a hardcover journal, but it's pliable. So I've made it so that I wanted it to look like something that a gypsy would carry around, and with all their papers and everything in it, all their potions and all their, not their potions, their recipes and you know, their I guess they call them, you know, their recipes for their potions, I suppose. I'll get to what's on the journal first, but first of all, just at first glance, it's it's wrapped in a silk taffeta ribbon. This is a very beautiful taffeta. It's in a very deep purple colour. I know Kathleen likes purple, so I tried to incorporate that in the journal. I have put it here and there, but not the whole journal, so I thought she'd like that. At the bottom here, I have got some jewellery. Of course, I've got a little bottle of the Gypsies, or the Boho ladies, the Bohemian ladies little magic bottle with some pretties in it. And this is an old jewellery piece, which is just costume jewellery, and believe it or not, it was earrings. I am sort of wondering who would actually wear huge earrings like that, but it's very heavy. So this one, I used one for this because I just thought it looked very gypsy to me. Okay, so I'll just open the journal up and explain to you a little bit more about what's going on with it. So it's just tied with that taffeta ribbon. And then here I've got, on the front cover, I've got a photo of a beautiful lady, like a bohemian lady, I would say, and I thought she was lovely. And I've made underneath her, I have made an envelope out of some a digital that I have downloaded, and in there I've placed some cards, so just some little random cards there, one with Paris on it and a floral card. And then these are from the Graphics Fairy. I just thought these were really lovely, sort of, I guess, where the bohemian gypsies would maybe think about camping, putting their wagons somewhere here. So that's what I put that there for. They've got that in there, some places that they want to go. So I'll just pop those into that envelope on the front, underneath that photo. And I'll just put those to one side for the moment. And then the journal, well, what I've done is I've used this really gorgeous pink, it's a velvet, but it looked really old to me. It's a new piece of velvet, but it just looked like a really old piece. So I've used that on the front of the cover, and I've used some gorgeous pieces that I got with my last sari bundle from Sheila from Boho Daydreams. She sent a few pieces of these very, very blingy pieces that go on the saris, and yeah, it was lovely to have the opportunity to use them. And I've just done a little bit of extra there. And then I've used one of these covers from the Graphics Fairy because it's pliable. I've sort of aged it, made it look really old. I've put some gold leaf on there, and I've really sort of really pushed it so that it would, you know, be pliable. And I really love the way that looks. It just looks really old and like something the gypsy or the bohemian lady would take, you know, when she's going to, I don't know, I don't know. It just, in my head, that's what I thought. Don't know how to explain it, but that's what I thought. I've got a couple of ties there, and I'll show you inside what I've done there with that. It's just some leather that I've bound the journal with. It's the signatures are stitched in, but I've also put some of that to tie them in. So to go inside the journal, I've got for the first page here, the inside cover, I've got a really beautiful piece of braid across here, and I've made a tag it's a belly band, and I've made a tag to go in there. And I've lined it with some gorgeous papers from a digital. I'll list below where I've got all my digitals from and what I've used, and you know, you might be interested in that. So it's a belly band, and I've made a tag for that part of it, and you know, there's various prints on there, and put some baubles on the top, and that pops in there. And then I just used a little bit of vintage music sheet, and I've got some gypsy ladies, a photo of them just popped in the top there, so you can see them. I've covered up, so my spine is actually on the fabric that I usually use, and I've just popped a piece of sari down there just to cover it up. I didn't like the look of that there. I've also got this is on a piece of fabric, that really nice raspberry fabric that I've got. I thought that worked really well behind everything here. And this is from a digital, this paper. And then to go inside, to go to the next page, I've used a lot of script from the Graphics Fairy, and put some little cards here and there. That's a card I've made from one of her images, and put a piece of, I don't know where it's come from in there, but it's in that Graphics Fairy, and I've backed it with some gold card to make it look very, and some blingy there, make it look, I guess, rich. I've used some quite rich colours in here. This side here, I've got a little faux postage stamp, a half page, and I've got a tab with some sari, really pretty sari. And on the other side, I've made two pockets. The little pocket here is collaged, and I've got some tickets, and this is just a baby envelope in there. I'll put that back in there. I've got these little clips, but I don't know if they're going to be, I think that was on there, but I don't know if they're going to be strong enough. I might have to put some paper clips on there, change that over. In the back part, there's 2 pockets there. This one's another pocket, and I've got a tag there with a nice blingy thing, and a little digital envelope, and another one of those little baby envelopes there. Put more things in there if you want to. I just thought that looked nice peeping out. Either way, you know, look nice peeping out there. Another collage page with some beautiful sari. This page I've got some wallpaper. I think that's from, yes, that's from Ruby and Pearl. She does some beautiful wallpaper, has some lovely packages, and that's another bit of that print from the Graphics Fairy. That sari, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I've actually glued the ends of it because the little beads are very delicate, so I've glued it so that they don't keep, you know, obviously we have to cut it and it comes off, so I've glued just the ends so that those little beads don't keep coming off. I've got a piece of French, a vintage French book that I've got. I think this is from a playbook, a play that they were doing, and yeah, it's just French writing on there. A copy of a French receipt, some writing space. This side I've put one of those wallpapers from that lady, and this is from the Graphics Fairy, and I've got a little baby envelope there too, just in this little pocket at the bottom. You can do it like that, or you can pop it in. This side, same thing, I've got another pocket, and I've made a tag for that side with a nice little blingy top on it. I have got some dangles here and there on this journal. This is a little tab with some boho or bohemian style of, it's a braid that I've got, and I've got a little coin there for that pull, and a little tab. And the other side, this is a fairly plain page. Some of them I left because, you know, often the coffee dyed papers can be very interesting too, and it's a place to write or to add. This page is quite heavily collaged. I've got a picture of a lovely bohemian lady there, and she's some blingy pieces. I've got a couple of cards there and a little rose peeping out, and they go in there. Another page here that I've got, I hope I'm not up too far there. I hope that's all right. I hope you can see everything there. Another page here with just, I just liked it. It's probably, that's from the Graphics Fair. It's like a French theme, but I just thought the blue was very striking with the colours I've got going on here. This one here is a little tag I've made, and these lovely ladies in that Graphics Fairy, and I've just added bits and pieces. This is a piece of one of her book covers that I've cut up, a map, just a tag that I've sort of made with a little fabric tab on it. Some of this cotton lace with a little key tab, a key dangly thing. Here I've made an envelope which goes around the other side. I've put some old vintage stamps on there. It's on a piece of music paper with some labels, labels. And I've just put a digital in there, and I've double-sided it. I don't know if that's got anything to, oh, it's tell me little Gypsy. Yes, that's why I put that in there. And that just tucks in there. The other side is I folded that piece up. I really don't like cutting the vintage music sheets because they are very frail too, and when you double them up, they get a bit of substance to them, so they sort of you know, they're quite brittle. So I've folded that up and made a little pocket and put it. That's like an original piece of ephemera I've got I just thought it fitted there. I don't even know what it is. Probably just a ticket for something. And I've made a tag for that pocket with some bling on the top, blingy fabric. There's a little tab up here, pretty little tab. This page I've got some faux music sheet, and what I've done here is I've clicked on a little postcard, a printed postcard, and I've used some Gypsy buttons on a little card there to put there. That's the centre of that signature, and it's that is the front of a music page, I believe. And another little tag here. Sorry, a little dangle here. This is a rusted lock that I've got, and some netting with some bling on it. This is the other side, and I've made this tag with this gorgeous black lace, and that's the back of the tag, and the embellishments there. This is the other side of the envelope and that page, and I've just put, I've aged a little old map, somewhere that they might be going. Maybe they plot out where they're going to travel. They're always travelling, Bohemian people, so that goes in there. Some collaging. I've got a recipe, a couple of these recipes throughout the book, and I've put some, I've done a seal on there. Just a recipe that they might make up for feeling sick, and natural remedies. Another printed page. This one here is there's a tab up the top here of some gorgeous braid with bling, and this could be a tuck spot in here. And the other side, plain page. I've done a little bit of printing here and there. I've printed out this, put this in one of the Graphics Fairy frames. This actual print I think is from Ruby and Pearl, and this is a Graphics Fairy frame, and I've put some gilding on there. Not gilding, this is like a gold paste that I have, so I've gone a bit crazy with that on there, and that just sits in there on that page. This page I think is my favourite page in the whole journal. I just love this beautiful floral print with the old velvet in the base, so I really love that, really like that. So I think that's another one of those, that's another something about herbs and chakras and all that sort of thing that they, I guess Bohemian people would, you know, they'd be interested in all that sort of thing. You know, that would be something that they'd have in their bag, I suppose, when they're travelling around. Another receipt, another page of that French book. A beautiful rose from the Graphics Fairy. She has the most beautiful rose prints, and I've printed that onto an old receipt. It was I've changed the colouring of it too. This page here, I've got that lovely paper again, and I've got a little printout there of autograph. It's supposed to be an autograph cover. And this is a vellum envelope in the blues. I just think those went well together. And a pocket and a bit of collaging on that one. This page is quite, this is like a little half page, an envelope actually, and I've got a really pretty piece of sari there, down the side there, absolutely gorgeous. And this one actually, I haven't got anything in there, but that's a little secret pocket. You could sort of put something in there. That can be, things can be changed around. I've put a seal on that and put some bling. This page here, I've got some collaging on the back, and I've got a postcard and this gorgeous gypsy Bohemian lady dancing. So there you go there. That's the first signature, and I have put some sari, just some collaging, and this is a piece of sari. Now that's where I said down the middle, that's where that, on the outside, that's where I have put those, I've tied 2 places with the leather, so it's all tied into the journal with a piece of sari, and the dangles are there. They're just on some pins so they can be removed. Now this is another scene. I thought that might be somewhere that they would be looking at to travel through. One of those beautiful scenes from the graphics fairy, and there's a bit of collaging going on there. I printed this letter out. I love this letter, and I've printed it out on some handmade paper. It just looks really old and just lovely. It's actually, I don't know if it doesn't got the smell of wood. It's actually peppermint paper. That's what the little flecks are through there. Peppermint leaf paper. So yeah, that's really, I think that's really pretty. Looks nice and old. That's a blank page, and here we've got another music sheet with some sari. This is just a decorated page with another beautiful Bohemian lady, some collaging, some stuff about gypsies. That is like a music sheet cover. Some more French paper. A printout of some coffee dyed papers. A plain page with some baubles down the side there. That letter again, and I've put a feather on that one. And this page has got this little postcard, which I've left that one. I've just left that one open. It could probably even go like that. And that's one of those book covers that I've printed out. It's really nice. Piece of piano paper. Plain piece that side. Old map. Another old map. This side here, I've got some. I've got a piece of script there, and I've got this gorgeous picture of some Bohemian people dancing. They've stopped on the side of the road, and someone's playing the violin. They've got their dog, their trusty dog, and some friends there, and they're having a nice old time. And a little journaling card of palm reading that they would probably give out to people, and so they can get paid and read somebody's palms. The other side is this beautiful paper from Graphics Fairy, my favourite. Absolutely love that. The other side is another one of her printouts, and I have fussy cut out a gorgeous red rose. I just thought that page looked fabulous together like that with all those rich colours for gypsy Bohemian style of, oh, it just looks gorgeous. I think it's so rich and lovely. And then over the page, this is a music sheet cover too. I've done some, that's some of that lady's wallpaper. Another favourite, that is so lovely that if you get a chance to go to her site, she's got this chocolate wallpaper. It's a magnificent, absolutely beautiful, love it. And then there's the that's a cover from I think from a music sheet cover that she has, another digital that she has there. This facing page, I've got some beautiful embossed paper. I put it on some like a tapestry piece of paper with some collaging, and I've got a gypsy fortune teller. It says astrology fortune teller, and some original gypsies, a vintage picture of some well, a picture of some vintage ladies in their caravan. They're one of those lovely boat, I don't know what you call them, they have a name for them, but they're just so romantic, they're so beautiful. Can't believe they used to live in those, and just amazing to be able to do that. Bring up families in them, absolutely amazing. other side, and then this part here I've just got a card. You know, they used to play cards and everything, and a bit of collaging there, and that's another. I've made that into that's a music sheet cover, and I've done a bit of collaging there. This page here, I've got another tag, similar to the other one, but I've collaged with those lovely ladies, one of those lovely ladies on there, and a piece of velvet, old velvet up there for the top, for the tab. Some more bohemian paper, some music sheet, and once again I've made that into a flip over on the top this time, and I've put a label and some of that paper, that homemade paper, and a little card about violins, and just an old guest check piece of paper that I have a book of. It's always nice to have something to write on. There's not enough space. Another interesting page. Other side, another beautiful rose on a printout. Little tab, another little coin here. These two pages, I've got a gorgeous piece of sari, very heavily adorned that one is. It's knitting and just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this side I have done some stenciling on that side with a Dennis stencil. Plain pages here. This is the middle of the signature. That is actually the cover of a music sheet, a music song. The other side of that page. This one here I have folded it over. I've used some very old, the other side of some music sheet, and done some collaging. This part here is I've got like an astrology card, and this is a little faux envelope. You can put things in there if you wish to. Just go up in there. They go up in there, and then tucked in this side piece here I've got a leaflet on getting your fortune read. I must say too that just to say this time, because it was like more embellished and everything than I would normally do, I've used some linen paper. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's got a slight sheen to it, not a gaudy sheen, but it's really lovely. It's linen paper, and I've got this one I printed out on like a you know, a coffee colour, a cream colour, and I've got the white one too. And the white against the cream often looks, the white and cream often looks very nice together. So that's the paper, if you're wondering what the slight sheen is. It's actually linen paper. And I also use leather grain paper too. So I've used that on quite a few things. This envelope's done in the white. You can see the inside is white. And yeah, it's very pretty. It's not, it's just nice. It's just a nice sheen. It's not, you could use it quite a lot. I'm really liking it. So, and anyway, so that's a little tuck spot there with some paper in there and some collaging. Another beautiful piece of braid that I've got. The lovely Roz Kennedy got these for me. She sent me this one. I bought some from her, and then she actually gave me some spare ones, and they're just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous there. I've got lots of it. It's really nice, really lovely stuff, and pretty flowers on them. The other side, this is another tuck spot up here, a printout from the Graphics Fairy, and this one here. And in this one I've got just a little card. They would have, you know, maybe they picked it up in the, I don't know what it says, a shop or something. And this one here is on the linen paper, and it's a printout from the Graphics Fairy. It's a you know, the stars, your stars. I think it says Capricorn, yeah. So it's just one of those, you know, little printout from one of the packages that she's got. These are all from the members site, the Graphics Fairy members. You have to be a member, but it's well worth it. She brings out new things every week. It's a really interesting site. She has some lovely things on there. So that's that one, and then that's the other side, and there's a little flip out from that page that I had back there. Another beautiful piece of sari that I've just put there with some bling on it, and I've just put a bit of some rickrack up there, some gold rickrack, which finished it off up the top. I didn't want the raw edge, so that's that piece. Another plain page to write on. The other side of that pink songbook. This one here, it's a little, I don't think it is, I think it's a ballet one out of the Graphics Fairy, but I just thought she looked a bit bohemian. So it is a ballet one, so yeah, I just thought it looked nice. I like that there. And then another map I've folded in. Now, two different maps. It's a different one on that side. I love that blue with everything here. A plain page, and then this one is another little one of that lady's. This is on the leather paper, leather grain paper, I think it is. It's really nice. And I made a tag for that. It's a pocket, obviously. And I made a tag for that one there, a tall tag. And I've collared quite a few things on there. Yeah, that just goes in there. Plain page with some more of these little bubbles. And I'll stick that one down. That one's decided to pop out. And then, yes, some more of that coffee paper, French book, a little bit of collaging down here because this goes over the page. This is another tuck spot here, and I've made a tag for that one. Beautiful rose, very rich colours, and a tag I've made for there. It just goes in there, slides back in there. This page I put some roses on there, and just for some embellishment. And over the page, this is a flip out. So this is like an astrological moon and the stars and things like that. Just liked it. Don't know, don't go into it, but it's just suited what I was doing. Flips out, and over here I've got another vellum envelope. Put things in. I've got a tag, pretty tag, and a couple of little calling card, a couple of little cards there, journaling cards. Those ones back there, and back in there. And you could probably fold that back and use that's a bit of a collage page there. And then the back cover, I've put another piece of beautiful sari and covered the back page with this beautiful, I think, that's from the Graphics Fair, I don't know when, so was that. So I put that there because they would use a lot of herbs in their mixtures and their, you know, what they do. So that's the journal. So yeah, it's pretty full on, but I hope Kathleen likes it, and I'll be getting that off to her now. I did, there was another journal that I sent Kathleen, and unfortunately I'm going to send it a different way this time because unfortunately it was stolen. So yeah, that was a bit gut-wrenching. It was a very hard thing to have to come to terms with. Somebody just decided to take it. It said it was actually delivered, and Kathleen and I are not sure whether it got stolen from her porch or whether it's it was at that time when people apparently were following the postal vans, and we suspect that somebody just took it, which is very sad that somebody would do that. But anyway, I will be making sure that this gets to Kathleen. And yeah, thank you so much everybody for coming along and watching today. I really appreciate it, and it's lovely to have you here. So thank you, and I will be back soon with something else. Bye for now.